Funeral services, assisting community members in their time of grief and loss, regardless of ethnicity and origin. Our commitment and compassion is dedicated to setting the highest standard in funeral professionalism and supporting families through what is the most difficult time of their lives. Located in Smithfield and Miranda, servicing all Sydney areas, Adriano Coluccio Funeral Services, always with you. 9604-9604. Station sponsor.
The Hills to Hawkesbury Community Newspaper is a family-owned and operated free community magazine. 10,000 copies are printed every fortnight and delivered to 75 different locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve and inspire, which is why partnering with a live 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Boral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 9894 6660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters. Ingrained quality.
Business owners and managers, why pay a receptionist when for a fraction of the cost? Turnkey Receptionist will answer calls, transfer you to your team, or take messages. Turnkey Receptionist even handles sales inquiries, make bookings and do online processes. Get professional and go virtual with Turnkey Receptionist. Visit turnkeyreceptionist.com.au. That's 3 months free with no lock-in contracts, or call 02 8069 9111 to learn more. Station sponsor.
Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, the Alive 90.5 FM Facebook page, as well as Omni Studio and iHeartRadio. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to that main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And good evening, Ellie. How was your evening out last night? Really nice. Had a good time. Good. That's the main thing, Ellie. And what have you got on for this week, Ellie? Not much.
Sleeping
Oh,
all week.
God, far out. If I was only your age again, I tell you what, things would be different. Gee whiz. So it's Monday already, the 20th of January. Can you believe that? It's already flying past, already 20 days into the new year. This is our 481 live shows tonight, and we've got tonight is 147th live show. So 481 live shows all up across for the last 4 years. I think I've been on radio. 3 years, well, just before Ellie, way before Ellie, but so Ellie's been here nearly 3 years, so that'd be about 4 years now, which is really cool. So welcome to the show, guys. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county on the live feed here. I can see we've already got all the usual regulars. Jill Polglaze in first place, Michelle Coburn second, then we've got Michael Draper. Good evening, Leslie and Miss Ellie, thank you. Who else have we got here? We've got a few people coming on, and I just wanted to say that last night's show I did from home, and it felt quite weird doing it from home and not doing it in a studio. And I had like Snitzel sleeping behind me, my cat, and my dog underneath my feet, and it just felt really weird just doing it from home. So it's nice to be back on radio tonight, guys. But tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. Michael says, I am great. Same to you. Thank you. Conchetta Ward, good evening. We've got people having a conversation there already. I also wanted to say too, guys, just coming up in the near future, I'm going to be doing some workshops. I will let you know. And they will be on, the usual spiritual things that we do as mediums. I'll be doing some of them. Some of them will be in person as well. I might even do a platform show this year as well. And that'll be live in person, and you can come and meet me, and you can come and also have a reading with me. That'll be pretty cool. So we're just waiting for some people to come on. And anything new, Ellie, on the horizon for you?
No, not at the moment.
Now, did you when you went to my bag and got my stuff out, did you see my other little trusty little book? My little purple book, because I don't know where I left it.
No, see if it's in the bag.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in this bag here, because I couldn't find it last night, and I was thinking maybe I've left it at the radio station. I don't think it's out there, Ellie. I think it might be in my bag somehow, maybe in the front section, I don't know, or somewhere in the back. Not sure. But anyway, I've been looking for it everywhere. You'd think I'll be able to find it. And the last time I used it was at was either here or I might even have it at home, because I remember taking it out, but I don't remember where I took it out at. We've got Delia. Good evening. Thanks for joining us again. 4:05 a.m. here in Central Florida. Wow, go Deli. Good job. She's on fire, that lady. Kevin Stephen, good evening. He says, good evening, Lesley and Ellie. I'm back at work after a short Christmas break, listening to another great show. Hi, listeners. Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for joining us again. We've got Louise Agori. Good evening. Daniel Isley. Hi, it's Blaze. It's been a while, but okay, so different name. It's Blaze. It's been a while, but I was hoping for a reading. It's coming up to a week. My stepdad passed a year ago. So let's first things first, okay? So you haven't been on this show for a while, and love, like, and share the page too, Blaze. Nice name. And Daniel, I put it in there as Daniel Easley so I can refer back to it later if I have to. But first things first is when you talk about people in the past tense, such as the died, you said my stepdad died a year ago. They don't die, lovey. If you say something died, it's like a flower that you can't ever bring back, and these people are not completely gone. Their souls are still alive. Their souls are still hanging around us. So I like to say things like passed over, or crossed over to the other side, or they are, I don't like to use the word dead, died, or what's the other one, dead, died, or death. I don't like to use them. I just like to use where they're passed over or they've gone to the other side, etc., because it just means that you're kind of like eliminating their I don't want to say their soul, but it feels like their soul, if that makes sense. So I always like to say, because words are spells, so if you say that they're dead or died or death, that means it's full stop. It's just like they don't have no coming back. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're not welcome back. That's how I feel for them. So I want to say that that has to definitely got to stop. I've got to pull you up there. So you need to say they've passed over a year ago, so which was around January, wasn't it? So I'm also getting 11 around you as well, November, 2, and February. So I do feel like this person here had his heart on his sleeve. Was he a tall man? And I've got headache like on my right hand side. I don't know if it's me. It's been with me all afternoon. And I thought I'll still come to radio because sometimes it's not me. It's actually I go on air and I'll have like a sore knee like the other day when Ellie was a few months ago, and it's happened to me twice with her. I came in and I said, oh my God, I can't walk. My knee's killing me. I don't know. I just got out of the car. And then she said, is it left knee? I said, yes. And she goes, that's me. And I said, oh, okay. As soon as she said it was me, it was gone. The pain was gone. So, they come around, they show us that they're around all the time, and I'm getting itchy hair again. My hair's been washed, but I'm getting itchy hair again. And I feel like this person just had like maybe pulled your hair or, just a little bit of a teaser. It's like a teaser. Do you feel that your hair has been touched, or your hair's been touched in bed while you're in bed at night? Hair touched in bed. And do you feel somebody sitting on the end of the bed? Because I see them sitting on the end of the bed. And they're not there stalking you. They're not there, doing anything bad. They just sit there. It's like their lost soul, you know what I mean? So they just sit on the end of the bed and they're quite happy just sitting there patiently watching over you. But then they're not looking at this. Like they sit on the end of the bed, but they're looking away, if that makes sense. So you don't feel so bad. That's what I feel. And I get just about to have a sneeze as well. My God, it's all happening, Ellie. I nearly did your sneeze last night as well. This was the same scenario as last night when I was at the home show, because I was like, oh, I'm going to have a sneeze in a minute. But did he used to sneeze, or did he have issues with sinus, or did he have issues around the right side of the face there, Lovey? because I'm getting right side. And I feel like it's all blocked. I don't know if this is just me because I had a headache this afternoon myself, or it's spirit coming through, too many spirits. But I don't know if it's just part of this one side thing or something happened on the one side. They're also giving me pain and pressure underneath the eye socket here. So pain, pressure, all under here, all up into one side. Okay. And also get the number 14 around you, Blaze. So 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May. Did this man like they're showing me like pool table, they're showing me like snooker, pool table, you know, like at the pub, snooker / pool table. Did he play pool table? And they're showing me like the number 8. The number 8, like the ball, you know, like the black ball's the 8. Black 8 ball. So I don't know why, if he doesn't play, I don't know what that means, or unless they're watching you do that or someone close to you that's doing that, because I see the pool table, the green pool table, and I also see the black number 8, the ball number 8, someone hitting it, okay? Someone just like hitting the ball. They're also giving me like an emblem. So I see it's not like a whole chest thing where they do the whole chest thing around their collarbone. I can't even talk. Around their collarbone. I just feel like there's some kind of emblem or some kind of I don't know whether it's a tattoo or it's a thicker kind of steel or metal plate, like a emblem. I just keep getting emblem. So what is that around the neck of this person as well, or is that you? Because they see that. Did you also get some form of tattoo or something like that as well recently, or thinking about it? What are you so kind of like getting one on the wrist or somewhere a little bit more discreet than on the normal outer skirts of the arm? But I'll leave that there, and they just want to say hi. They're doing really well. No pain, nothing when they passed over, and I don't really ever see them with any pain when they pass over. They just go to the other side, and they're quite neutral, okay? Because he's just showing me eyes closed, quite neutral, peaceful face on him, okay? So really peaceful face. Funny guy too. They're also giving me pain in the left ovary. So I don't know what that means. If that means anything to you or someone around you, you might need to go get that checked. But I do feel the pain in the left ovary here, lovey, as well. But I'll leave that there. If you've got a validation, just type in capitals with everything that I've said once, and then just put it all underneath, and Ellie will pick it up here, and she will read it out live on the air. Conchetta Wood, I'm new. I just found you, hon. Thank you. You might need to just watch a little bit there, Conchetta. There's no cards here. This is my desk. There's my notepad. I just scribble in my notepad. And I've been doing this for 481 live shows, and without any tarot cards, no tools, nothing like that. I'm a remote viewer. So it's like spirit shows me things when it's kind of like looking out of your eyes or out of someone else's eyes, or they put me into, I've been in car accidents. I remember one car accident where I was sitting in the back seat as a little boy, and I was looking out his eyes, and the two grandparents were arguing because the grandfather was not concentrating, and he'd gone straight through a red light, and then a car collected them on the front of the grandmother and spun the car around. So when the car spun around, the spirit through me took me out of that child's body and put me onto the side of the road so I could watch the spin. It was quite bizarre. So there's a lot of stories that I have. And I also do private readings too. So psychic is past, present, and future. And I believe that spirit that gives me the past, present, and future. But the mediumship side is talking to or listening or receiving messages from past loved ones, your past loved ones, not mine, yours. So two different elements. A psychic can't always be a medium, but a medium is always a psychic, and I have all the clairs as well. So I can grab a pen off you, I can grab your keys, anything like that, and I can read from that as well straight away. It's instant. I remember doing a platform show over at Prospect Hotel here in Sydney, and I said to one of the ladies there that I had this feeling that when she came up to me, I had this awful feeling about her, and I had this feeling about her grandmother, and I said to her, that ring on your finger, can I just hold it for a second? She said, sure. And then I grabbed the ring, and clearly the grandmother didn't want me to did not want me to hold that ring, because she knew I was going to tell the granddaughter not to have it, because the grandmother was so kind of I don't know, you could say spooky, but not spooky, but just really nasty grandmother. And what she'd done was she'd held that girl, her grandchild, to ransom with that ring on her. So the energy from that ring was just holding her in detriment to anything and everything that was around her. And her life was just like a total misery, and I could feel it from her. And I said, when I grabbed the ring, I almost fainted, and I gave the ring back really quick. And I said, I can't touch that ring. And then I thought, I'll just try it again and see what happened. And sure as ever, it nearly knocked me out. It was so weird. I've never forgotten that feeling. And swear on everyone that I know that it's a true story. And I had people there as witnesses as well. And sure as ever, I gave that ring back, and I said to her, you need to polish that ring up, clean it first, get all that energy off it, clean it up, polish it up, and then put it into a beautiful box and put it somewhere where you won't lose it, because I don't want you wearing that ring. I'm sorry, but that's the first time I've ever said that. And sure as ever, I got a message from this lady a few months later, and she couldn't believe how much her life had turned around, because the grandmother just was, kind of like a bit nasty, narky. So that's what they can be like from the other side too, guys. They can actually do some little weird things to people, and it's like some people, they're mediums, but they don't even realize it. And I see themes. I see things as themes, such as shadows on my right, which means that if I'm reading for you and I say I see the shadows, which is running down the corridor or just running away from me, then I'll see you pointing to the left and a shimmy of white mist behind you, and that theme tells me that you are similar to me, but you don't know how to use it yet. So once I've said that, then all the channels are open for you. So you need to start to protect yourself. So you ask spirit, to your spirit guide, to protect yourself so that you don't have any negative things attached to you or demonic things attached to you. So because you're wide open. It's like going to the front door and having everybody, the whole football team of soccer players or football players come through the door. You don't know them from a bar of soap. They're not your friends, and they're all strangers. So you need to get them out of your head, let alone out of your house. So, and if you're having troubles with your house and you don't know why, and you feel them around, then consider yourself on the verge of being a medium, and you need to protect yourself. You need to acknowledge them and ask them to leave, because otherwise they won't go. They will just hang around, and you think they're a pet and you think they're okay because they're hanging around, not causing any trouble yet. But then little things will start to happen, and it'll slowly get worse and worse and worse over time. So you need to make sure that you protect yourself when you feel these kind of things around you. So that's the long and short of it, Conchetta. I hope you like that. So we've also got here Tracy Breckwell. Good evening. She says, hi, Leslie. I've been having a lot of dreams of spirit and hearing them too. There you go. So it's like the Alison Dubois from the show Medium. She's the one that dreams about spirit and gets all the dreams of all the mediumship side stuff. So you might be the same as that, Tracy. So you just got to learn to protect yourselves, guys. And if you've got anything that's in your home and you're worried about it, you don't need to go and pay a ghost whisperer and pay a fortune like someone here in Sydney charges people to do it over the phone, mind you. It's a bit of a rort. But you need to just acknowledge them, send them off. You can do it yourself. You just acknowledge them. I know you're here. I know you're in my home. You don't belong here. You're not welcome. Please leave right now. Or even if you don't want to say please, you need to go right now. You're not welcome. It's that simple. So that's how we do. Me too all the time. Yeah, there you go. So lots of people say they see shadows. So it's important that when you see your shadows, you acknowledge them, send them off if you're not ready to have them hanging around you, because otherwise they'll just keep on hanging around you and they start causing trouble. And then people go, oh, me and my relationship with my partner has gone south. And I went, oh, okay, so it feels like something's in the home. And it's not always in the home. It's sometimes, it's a 50-50 phone a friend that the relationship's already on the south. But when there's other elements inside the property, then, or you've invested a property, or you just bought a property and you buy the actual things in the house as well. So it's kind of like you've got to remove them. So how do you protect yourself, Tracy Breckwell? Well, you can. Probably some of the easiest ways to do it is to, while you're in the shower, you can close your eyes and then picture the water as white light coming down and just flushing everything away from you down the drain. That's what I got told my first time. For me, I pretty much ask my spirit 24/7 to protect me 24/7 without a doubt. So I have a few rules with my spirit. I don't want any messages unless it's to protect me or to warn me of something. I don't want anything. I don't want you to disturb my life that much that I'm always on the edge. I don't want to always be on the edge of between this universe and the other universe on the other side. So I always have my boundaries with spirit, and I've trained him so that when I go live 8 till 10 every Sunday and Monday night, we are live. And so that's when I want all the messages, and I want everything as a smorgasbord. I don't want to have little bits and pieces that don't make sense to the person that I'm reading for. I want it to be accurate. I always say to him, I want the numbers, I want the names, I want accuracy the whole time. I want the whole smorgasbord. Then I can go, it's like choosing food from a smorgasbord. I can go and choose which food I want or which information I want straight away, like instantly, so that I can deliver that straight away to the person that I'm reading for. And if I can't say it on live air, which is the media law that we need to protect the station, then I can't say it. I'll just say, you need to contact me, or I can't go any further, or leave it there. So that's how I do it. But yes, you can ask your guardian angels to protect you. I always ask spirit and my guardian angels. It's like if you want to test them, you just say, when you're going down the shops next time to get milk and bread or whatever it is, or something, down the road, and you're driving, you just say things like, get me a parking spot. I'm expecting a parking spot, parking angels, right next to the front door when I get there, please. And sure as ever, you manifest it before you get there, and then sure as ever, you are getting a parking spot outside. And then just keep doing that, and then it'll start all happening for you. Then you'll start seeing things shifting gears. And if people don't believe it, they need to try it before they're skeptical about not believing it, because it's definitely 1,000,000%. And I'm a fact and evidence person. That's why I don't use cards. I don't think I could ever use cards. I don't think I could deliver anything like that, because I'm so used to having spirit just tell me things, and I read the messages I get from him. But if anything you want to know, you can ask your spirit guide as well. And so you ask them to protect you 24/7, everything and everyone around you. That's what I do 24/7. So the car, the house, the pets, the family, the work colleagues, everything. And even if you don't get along with a work colleague, or you don't get along with someone, you can't have karma bite you, guys. It's definitely a real thing. Last year was the year of karma, the year of the dragon. This year is the year of the snake. So lots of things are going to be happening this year. Apparently, Aries, I'm an Aries, and I'm a number 8. So Aries 8, and I'm a rooster. So the roosters are supposed to be, in the Chinese horoscope, I'm a rooster. So apparently the roosters and the Aries are supposed to be coming into lots of money this year, which will be really nice. So I'll see you later when that happens. Hey, Ellie. So yeah, lots of protection, guys. You think it's not real, but it is real. I was one of these skeptics beforehand. I never used to believe it until I saw somebody else do this on like a platform show, and I was thinking, oh my God, what she's saying is what I just heard in my head before she read that person. I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then it all started to click to me what was really happening. So then I realized I had some tendencies to have the properties of, like the gift of being a medium. So I believe this gift that I've been given is to share with everybody, because you don't get a gift like this that's extremely unusual, paranormal, or whatever you want to call it, supernatural. I don't know. I've got to remain humble with it though. But you don't get a gift like this to not share it and abuse it. And I went live with radio so that I could share my gift around the world, and we're currently streaming off 6-7 platforms at the moment, all at the same time. And this gift was given to me so that I could give back to the community, or give back to people that are suffering, because I was given an extra shot at life, and I had cancer 18 years ago, and sure as ever, there goes my pen again. That's like the 6th pen this month already that I've gone through. Thanks, Ellie. She's given me 3. So yeah, so I've got another pen. That's better. So yes, I was given an extra chance of life. So I believe that I was given a gift because I was given that extra part of life and not been, debilitated or, I mean, I've gone past, 18 years of being in remission, I guess, and still going strong. So let's go. Let's say a couple more good evenings to people. Conchetta, I hope that helped you. So we've got Jocelyn Stephen. She says, hi, Lesley. And I don't say hello. I say hi or hi, or I say good evening because words are spells and hell-o is hell-o. So you're always, pushing hell on each other. So, hi, Lesley. Do you see my husband, David, get a job soon? He's been waiting to hear from a company. Please and thank you. Yes, I do, Jocelyn. And I do feel the anxiety around you both, but I feel like this time, it's like he wants to give up, but he can't give up. Do you know what I mean? Like he wants to stop dead in his tracks, but he can't give up. Okay, and I do feel like he's got a lot of good ideas. So the ideas that he's going to use with this company coming up is going to be really cool. Okay, so he's an ideas man, and that's what's going to get him through. So he needs to walk the talk, and I talk a lot about manifestation on here, and I talk a lot about the Secret Full movie. Jocelyn, please, you need to love, like, and share the page because I can see you're not a long-term follower, or you are, and it's not showing the badge on Facebook here. But you need to go off this live now and go and watch the Secret Full movie so that you can see what I'm talking about, the laws of attraction, because he needs to get a grip on everything because I feel like he's just slightly spiraling down. He's hanging on, and if he doesn't get this job, which I feel like it's going to be February, and he's doomed and gloomed at the moment. So he's pushing it out there to the universe not to get it. So he needs to stop that right now. But yeah. Yes, he needs to stop being so, what do you call it? Self-pity, like pity party. Stop that, cut it, that's it, and just get on with it. Walk the talk. And I'm hearing also, don't walk like a question mark, walk like an exclamation mark for the job. Okay, no cockiness, just walk in there as if you've got it, you've won it. And that's how the manifestation works. A lot of people forget, or they don't realize that, yes, I want this and I want that and I want this, but they don't feel it. They don't feel that. You have to feel it before you even get there. Okay, so if you want a new property, you have to see yourself in it. You have to feel yourself sleeping in the bed in the house. You have to feel yourself living the dream of that property. Okay, so yes, and I'll leave that there, but we'll be back shortly. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM.
Live 90.5.
Oh, geez, already need a drink.
Welcome to Sunplus, where finance is made easy for you. We're a team of local experts dedicated and passionate about helping homeowners, aspiring investors, and first home buyers.
And the worst headache.
With vast experience and a commitment to service, we ensure a stress-free process so you don't feel nervous. Don't delay your financial decisions.
Best stuff ever, guys. Raw sea. 100% natural coconut water. It's a rating 5 as well. Full of phosphorus, a bit of sodium, which is fine, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. So pretty much everybody's deficient in magnesium. Magnesium, zinc, potassium, your vitamin C, especially your Ds. You can't have vitamin D without magnesium. So do your research, guys. Okay.
We offer a personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18-inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful
Michelle Coburn, she loves the Parking Angels.
Next event. Station sponsor. Oh. Are you seeking optimal gut health?
Why is my eyes itchy?
The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health is your trusted partner with locations in Castle Hill, Bella Vista, Bowral, Gregory Hills, and Ulladulla. Our expert team of highly trained gastroenterologists and dietitians focuses on uncovering the root causes of gastrointestinal issues through a personalised and holistic approach to healthcare. So call 1300 580 239 today. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health, where your gut health is our priority. Station sponsor.
Need more time to focus on your small business? Let Aurelian Group handle your business applications. With our expertise, you can free up your schedule to serve more customers and do what you love. love. Let us take care of all your software, technology, and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your business. From
How long,
managing
Ellie?
your online presence to streamlining your operations, trust us to make it happen. Visit aurelian-group.com today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. We're live across the world. We're streaming off 8 platforms tonight: Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Twitter, the Alive 90.5 FM radio station, Omni Studio, and iHeartRadio all at the same time. It's pretty cool. My software is pretty powerful. But I want to go back here to our dear long-time follower Michelle Coburn. She says, I love my parking angels. They help me every single time. I always thank them. That's it. 100%. It's amazing how it goes. It's just incredible with this with spirit and how they listen to you. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you're doing, and whatever you don't want, don't think like that, because it 100,000,000% spirit and the universe are like this, and like they're aligned, like universe here, spirit here, and they need to align. So if you want something and you're saying, oh, I can't afford this, but I want that, that's confusing words, because spirit and the universe only know one word, which is yes. So if you're confusing them with other words or other feelings and feeling that you can't afford things and etc., blah, 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 I'm using money because it's always the way, then you're going to get what you don't want, because it's confused. Spirit and the universe get confused too. So you need to align yourself and change your mindset so that you can actually get what you want. I use sage smudge around my house. Is that good as protection also? So Tracy Breckwell, another one of my teachers, a psychic medium, she used to laugh like me at sage smudging. I think that's, I don't believe that that's a good thing to do. I just think it's a lot of smell in the home. That's what I think, because you can do it yourself without having to have that sage. That's what my opinion is, and my old teacher's opinion is, and she was a genius herself. So I must say. So yeah, I don't believe in doing the sage smudging to protect yourself. I believe in spirit, and I don't do anything. I used to have like 4 or 5 different mediums and psychics on my show when I first started this years ago. And sure as ever, some of them couldn't even put their arms up because they had so many crystals in bags under their arms that they couldn't put their arms up because everything would fall out. So I used to laugh at them and say, what are you doing? And sure as ever, I didn't do anything. I just asked spirit for total protection, and that's what I've done all this time. And so that's how I keep him on point, if that makes sense. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Conchetta. All right, so okay, we've got everybody saying good evening to each other there. I'm just looking for a question now. Kiri Bailey, hi Lesley. Do you see my partner having a positive outcome for our family from his upcoming independent medical and exam? Oh, yes, I do. I do see smiles on the face, but this is patience over time, okay? And even though there's a medical examination coming up, I do feel like that this can also be assisted with good nutrition, as well as checking the bloodstream for parasites, as well as mold. Okay, so I just see the bloodstream, and like when they show me the bloodstream, they get my hand and they run the bloodstream right across my hand like this. You can't see it, the listeners, but I can show it on my live. It's like this. It runs there, and I can see how cloudy it is in between my hand. So it's kind of like, when you scribble on your palm of your hand, well, if you draw 2 long lines on your palm and then you scribble in between, well, that's what it shows me. It shows me it like that, all cloudy. All the bloodstream is cloudy. Cloudy bloodstream. And I just get mold as well. So like it's like either yeast infection and mold. It's like the whole family just needs to do complete detox here. Functional medicine doctors are the best for you there, Kiri. So I really recommend a very busy functional medicine doctor, as they can remove parasites, toxins, heavy metals, you name it, they get it out of your system. So look at functional medicine doctors in your area, the busy ones. But yeah. But when people are unwell, it's usually because of other underlying issues, because a disease is a dis-ease of the body, and the body's out of its homeostasis environment, when homeo means same and stasis means stable. Because I used to teach this. I used to lecture anatomy and physiology for 3.5 years, only 4 years. So there you go. But functional medicine doctors are great. I used to send all my clients to functional medicine doctors. They're amazing. Okay, what else have we got here? Okay, so send your questions to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. The best place is our Facebook page, because we have everybody on that page, and that's where I can see you all there. Otherwise, because Ellie will transfer you across to my page, otherwise I have to go jumping between different pages. So it's very hard for me to read. I used to do that, but all by myself before Miss Ellie came along, and I used, yeah. She says I've got 8 brains, so. Well, I am the number 7, and they say that number 7 in numerology is a genius, so I'll take that one as well, Ellie, all right? But over to you. I just see there's a validation there from James Cook.
I can't access that one.
Hey?
I can't access
Oh,
that one.
do you want to read it out?
Yeah.
Hang on a second. It's a very, very long validation. So over to you then, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, so James Cook said, validation from last week. Hello, Leslie. Hope you are well. Last week you told me that I had a negative entity.
Yes.
Entity that is sucking
Life
out
out,
my
yes.
life. So I did as you said, entered my room, spoke openly to whatever was present, and said it should leave and isn't welcome. I did enter with a bit of fear as I spoke, but as I spoke, energy filled me in. Now there is an interesting bit. There is some room lighting that I used to add atmosphere, but the bulb has been flickering for weeks now.
There
But
you
as
go.
soon as you did the reading last week, when I returned home, it had stopped flickering as much. Then when I finished saying all I had the energy, it completely stopped. Now I don't know if it's random, but I found that interesting. I did feel a new burst of energy
Wow.
in the days that followed. My girlfriend is still acting up, but anyway, I hope to do better. I love you for your beautiful work that you do for us. Cheers.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that's cool. Go figure. Yeah, that's what I was literally talking about. I didn't even see that. Thanks, Ellie. I didn't even see that validation there until I scrolled down. So thank you for that. But 100%, that's what happens. And I do remember saying that about your property. And look, sometimes this just doesn't work once, like you have to do it a couple of times, because as much as spirit, like people are stubborn, spirit can be stubborn as well, Lovey. So you need to make sure that if you still feel, anything there, look, she might even have something attached to her as well. Who knows, something demonic in her, and it hasn't quite completely come out yet. Do it to her property. Put your hand on her back and ask, spirit to be removed from her, or to remove the whatever it is in her or whatever. I'm not sure. I'll go back a step. I've got an idea of how to do that, but don't think I can really say this on air, if that makes sense, okay? Because I can probably say it on my home show, but not on air, this one. But I'll leave it there. Thank you for the beautiful, long, meaty validation. We love meaty validations here. So what else have we got here? Okay, so we're just going forward a bit. If I've missed your question, and repost it again up on the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Any other validations, Miss Ellie? Okay, so let me just keep going here. Sean Rem Kalawan. He's having a chat with someone else. Bev Ridley. She said, yes, I love my parking angels too. Fantastic. See, once you start talking to angels and your spirit, it starts to behave itself, because it's like a toddler just running around the house trying to get attention. They do all these weird things, and then you realize someone like me comes along and says, well, you got to start talking to them. And you go, oh yeah, I didn't think of that. And just because they're invisible doesn't mean that they're not there. Especially your past loved ones, they're always around us, I should say. So Sarah Frederick, good evening. May you have a prosperous and blessed 2025. May I please have a message or any guidance from Spirit? Much love from South Africa. Thank you. So yes, let's go, Spirit. Oops, I'm just trying to like the page. Even like my iPad last night, I just had to, before I started tonight, I just had to completely log out of it and then log back into it so it could actually behave itself. So I don't know if it was just an update. It didn't say update or whatever, but no, I don't know. I think Facebook just has a moment every now and then, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, Sarah, let's go. Sarah Frederick. And what do we get for Sarah Spirit? I get the 14 around you, 5 in the month of May as well. I also get 16. So sweet 16 I'm hearing. Sweet 16. So 1 and 67 and the month of July as well. So who's got a birthday, anniversary, memorial, or something special around July, okay? Is that a sweet 16 or something? Or what was with the sweet 16 comment that they asked me to say? I'm also hearing property around you as well. So is there something not right with the property, or there's some I just heard damages or damages. I think it was damages. But I'm also getting a little bit of anxiety around you as well. Have you also had like right ear popping or ear issues on the right side? So right ear. Because I'm just putting a question mark with that, because I don't know if it was just the headset here or was my ear popping. I don't know if I bumped my headset or it was I have to say what I get. So, and I'm also just saw a big birthday cake. Big cake with candles, birthday. So whose birthday has it been recently? And this is a beautiful chocolate cake. And I just heard you would have loved it, Lesley. Is it gluten-free or someone gluten-free? Because that's what I can eat. So they're saying you would have loved it, Lesley. This is a male, and I feel like there's a male in the passing here. And this man, this looks like to me that he's like really, really tanned olive skin. Tan skin. Hard on his sleeve as well. And he's also the old-fashioned way of rolling the smokes up. Rolling smokes up. If there's anyone there with that as well, if this is not you there, Sarah, because I can just see the T-shirt with the smokes being rolled up and like the what do you call it? The fag. They used to call him a fag hanging out of the mouth, and just like like with his lips on the side like this. So with his fag hanging out of his mouth, that's really cool. But yeah, hard on his sleeve. Didn't like to dress up too much. He liked to be very cash. He's saying I didn't like all that fancy pants stuff. But sometimes it's like he'd go to a wedding in shorts. You know what I mean? Wedding in shorts. And I don't even think I'm on the right track here with you. Maybe it's around Chloe or Tazi Lee, or maybe Sean or Bev there. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's somewhere around where you've just posted that question, because they're just saying it's someone else. So it's hard sometimes when you've got so many people on the live and you've got all these energies in the one room and they're all bashing me in the head here. So go to wedding in shorts. They're also showing me tractor as well. Like those yellow tractors, like the big tractors. I can't even spell it. Tractor. I put tractor. T-R-A-C. Tractor. I don't even know if I spelled it right. I don't think they can spell. But I'll leave that there. And this year's going to be a lot of busy times for you. There's a few things coming up for opportunities as well, Sarah. So I'm really hoping you can come back on and tell us that between October till July to October, I'm hearing. I just heard October, but I've now also heard July to October. So between July and October, a couple of opportunities for you. So we're looking forward to hearing back from you. So let's keep going. If you've got a validation, guys, and then just post it up. So over to you there, Miss Ellie.
Yeah, so there's one from Kiri Bailey. She said, "Thank you for that, Lesley. Definitely with this medical examination for a lower back injury. We have been going on 2 years, and it's been a game of patience. But I feel both my partner and I need to still have patience for this outcome. And you've confirmed my thoughts. Whole family does need a detox. Injury in question is an inflammation of the back muscle injury. And I have mentioned maybe a partner should see a naturopath to assist with detoxing this inflammation he's had. But thank you again."
Yeah, so inflammation, anything with inflammation or anything with an itis is inflammation. So inflammation is from diet, okay? So nutrition. So that's what I'm saying, like clear out the bloodstream. Stop things like parasites. Everybody's got parasites. I should be getting rid of them. Every single person should be like removing these things. What was I going to say? Oh, gosh, lost my train of thought. Removing things. So your diet is so important for your body. It's like when you're deficient in magnesium or vitamin D, you ache, your bones ache, your body aches. So if your body is aching, you need vitamin D, guys, and you need quite a lot every single day. So if you're not getting enough vitamin D every day, then you need to get vitamin D and top it up. It needs to be a really good brand, and you can't neglect that because your body is starving for it. And that's why we get a lot of these diseases. That's why it's called a disease. So, yeah, okay. So Tazi Lee, love, like, and share the page, Tazi, please. She says here, what do you see health-wise for me? And also, I always get told I'm intuitive, but don't know how to utilize it. Also, my kids in high school. What do you see? Well, you've got about 5 questions in there. So I'm going to go with the intuitive one because that's really important because you can change a lot of things of the dynamics around your house and everything else with that. So the intuitive part is just working on it, 10 minutes a day. If you don't want anything to fluctuate, like to get to a level like me, then you just acknowledge spirit and you send it off and you say, I'm not ready for this. You need to move on until I call you back. And that way I can, that you can rest in peace, because otherwise once they know, and now we've opened up the channels here for you as well a little bit more, they won't leave you alone. You'll start to get headaches and you'll start to have things going on. You don't want to attract or attach something that's not a good energy around you. So you need to acknowledge it, ask them to protect you, and send them off. If you're not ready, if you're ready for it, then you just need to make sure that you ask them for 10 minutes a day and get a pen, paper, write down what you get. You don't have to always start with tarot cards. I didn't, and look where I am. So you just need to make sure that whatever you get when you're doing a psychic or mediumship reading for someone or yourself or whatever, you write down or you acknowledge exactly what you get. Do not ever play with assumptions. No assumptions, no opinions at all when you're doing spiritual work, because that's where everybody goes wrong when they're starting out, and then they lose their confidence. So you've got to trust. I mean, I put my neck on the line every single time I go live. This is live right now for 2 hours of doing psychic and mediumship readings, and I trust my spirit so much that I go live. That's how confident I am for my spirit guide, because I make sure that whatever I'm getting is coming directly from him. It's not an assumption. It's not an opinion. I'll tell you when it's my opinion, but I make sure that I don't overcook the carrots with my mindset. Does that make sense? So it's really important that you acknowledge spirit and then send it off if you don't want it there, because otherwise they just hang around, they get worse, so. And I'll leave that there. It's okay. So I'm just trying to go through, as I'm talking, I'm just trying to read through the reading here, the questions here. I just caught up to Kiri's one, Kiri Bailey. Yes, inflammation. A lot of people suffer from it. So if he's in pain, please top up his Ds there, Kiri, 1,000,000%. He's probably needing so much, it's not funny. I can't stress enough. Even if you're in the sun these days, I mean, look at the rain. Look what they're doing with the rain and stuff. You can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of the sunlight at the moment. So we need to top up, guys. Good quality products. And talk to a functional medicine doctor. They're a doctor with the functional medicine side, the naturopathic side. They're a double whammy. They're the best. Okay, let's keep going. If I've missed your question, then please post it again. We've got another hour and 10 minutes to go, so there's plenty of time. I usually get through, 30 readings a night if I'm lucky. So we've done what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've already done 8, so I could probably do a little bit more in this hour. Okay, what's spirit drawing me to now? Okay, I'm just going forward and on the live here because I think I'm a little bit behind. Am I, Ellie? She goes just a tiny bit. When she says just a tiny bit, I know that I'm pretty far behind. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, we've got Geraldine Grayling. Good evening. She says, hi, lovely. Hope you are well. Hi, everyone. Lovely. Lovely. Do my spirit family and guides have messages for me? Thank you. So Geraldine. Okay, what do we get here? So look, a lot of people lately have been getting in November. So 11, bless you, 11 in November. I'm also getting headache again with you. I'm not sure if it's me with this headache that I had before I started. Sometimes I can't shake them, but anyway. So headache around you and or someone around you. And I get a young lady around you as well, young girl, young lady, like around the 23, 22. I'm not sure who that is. But I'm also just got number 23 as a number as well. So 2 and 3 is 5 in the month of May. And I also got 22. So what does a 22, 23 mean? So 22 and 23, as well as 4 or 5, or 4 or April and May. So is there something coming up in this April that's significant to you that just quite hasn't come to fruition yet, but you're hoping it is? Okay. Last night we had Bella. She was on here and she said, "Oh, Lesley, a while ago you said that I was going to have a baby, and there was going to be something special coming up in July next year." Well, she's due in August next year. So I've written down. I sent it to a group of people last night what I believe she's going to have, and we're waiting back to see. She wants a boy, and I wrote down what I had from Spirit that I thought what it was, or that Spirit gave me that what it was, and I sent it to a few people last night, and so let's see when she comes back to see what it is. So I'm predicting ahead what it is, in other words. Let's keep going. I don't know where I got up to there, but going back to Geraldine, that's right. So headache, young lady around you. I feel like this might be her with the headaches as well. They're showing me the shoes. They're showing me, was there a new pair of shoes or the black court shoes, or a bit higher than normal shoes? Does that make sense? Black heels, I'm hearing, and the hair's been done. So is there someone that is like hairdresser or hair? Someone's had their hair. Someone's had their hair done lately, or something's had. You know what I mean? Like they've had their hair done or cut or colored. And Spirit, whoever it is on the other side, is really enjoying it. They like it, they said, because it's nice. It suits you. I can't see what you look like. I can't even see even on this. Like if I just show you the little icons here, I can't even see those little faces there at all. I just see your name and a question. That's all I get to see. I don't really have to see the face either. Sometimes Spirit just shows me, and I can just tell you what you look like sometimes as well. Depends on what Spirit wants to show me. But I do get good times coming up ahead for you, and I do feel like that April is going to be significant for you, lovey. So look forward to special times. And do you also have a sun dark hair? Because I'm seeing a younger male as well around you. I feel like this one here needs either a welfare check or just they've just called. I just see phone call. Okay. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. I'm not sure who that is around you, but if you're not checking in on someone, please check in on them, please. It's really important. You know, like we are always so busy. We are always, doing something. We're always, just rush. Time is speeding up. I feel like this, last year was just a blink. It's already gone. The last 5 years now has already just been a blink. It's just insane. So it's speeding up. We need to get all our ducks in a row. And January definitely is the time to get all your ducks in a row. That's for sure. Yeah, so Sarah Smith, I said this before about practicing mediumship and psychic abilities. I'll be doing some workshops as well around that this year. Probably next month I'll probably end up putting something up, or even at the end of this month. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll put something up this month for February. It just depends on how busy I am and fast everything goes at the moment, because I'm doing a course as well. So yes, let's keep going. What have we got here? Karen Riley says, happy birthday to my youngest son, Ben, 36 today. Beautiful. It's gorgeous. Karen Riley's been with me for a very long time as well. Same as Jill Polglaze, Tracy, Michelle Coburn. Oh, Okay, this is a good one. Emma Nat. Hi, Leslie. We have evidence that my mum's sister is up to no good by trying to influence us with her practices. Crikey. Would dearly love to hear from our past loved ones, please. She's saying trying to influence us with her practices. What practices is she doing? Is it witchy poo stuff? Crikey. Crikey is the old Steve Irwin. I just watched his son, Robert Irwin, on Deal or No Deal tonight, and he won $15,000 for charity, his son. So, but crikey. He almost lost everything, though. See, you're fully aware that your mum's sister is doing this to you, Emma. Why can't you just pull her up, just call it out? Because you're saying that she's trying to influence you all with her practices. So just call it out. You know, this year for me is it's like you get tired. As you get older, you get tired of all the BS in this world, you know, and all the BS people. And if people are still BSing people, we need to call it out. You need to call her out and just say, well, no, auntie, this is not how it is. This is what's going on. This is fact and evidence. If you base things off fact and evidence, there's no wrong, is there? You know, and if it's fact and evidence, and if people want to accuse you or have an opinion of you and there's no fact or evidence, it doesn't mean there's no standing in it. There's no standing at all. There's nothing that you can change their mind with, so you just let them write it out. I posted some stuff on my page today that I found the other day, some quotes. If you go to my page after the show and have a look there, you'll see my adventurous unicorn in the pool, swimming with the unicorn, my blow-up unicorn. I was trying to get on it and I just kept, you know, there's no way I was going to stay on it. And the two videos that I put up was nothing compared to what I had. And I thought I'd share some of that funny stuff with you guys because I do like to have a laugh. And sure as ever, yes. So the page has a lot of stuff on there. So I post it as I feel it. And then when it's felt that I should post it at that time, it's usually meant for the people that's there to receive it, if that makes sense. So, and it's people come back to me, oh, wow, I needed that. I needed this. And we'll go, yeah, that's right. Because I know, because I put it there deliberately because I know these people would need it at that time. So there you go. But we'll be back shortly. You're listening to a live 90.5 FM. That is so loud. Can we turn ours down? Is that us? That's the computer. But what about this? My thing. If I turn it down on the music, then I can turns it down. It goes low in my ear when I talk. You know what I mean?
There's no way.
If you're unable to pick up
Yeah.
a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills
Best stuff that
inform, involve, and inspire, which is why
coconut water.
makes perfect sense. Station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of
Karen,
like Boral.
if you can get some of that,
Call 98946660.
Karen Riley, send me a private message about your kitty, because I'll send a photo to you of the stuff that I've got at home.
Property Services Agency is here for you. Their unbeatable sales commission starts from just 1%. Enjoy the perks with a free video, photos, a floor plan, signage, plus your property listed on major sites for free.
What else have we got here? For the people that are asking about protection as well, one of my dear friends also gave me an Immaculate Mary. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? Actually, Ellie, can you take a photo of that and then take it on my phone, and then I'll show the photo up on the screen because I can't get my neck over there.
Insights from the Arab world and Australia. Stay informed, inspired, and connected. Download the app or tune in to our platforms today.
Sorry for my profanity.
There you go.
If anyone has that.
Need more time to focus on your small business?
That's what it looks like.
Handle your business
That's an Immaculate Mary.
expertise. You could free up your
I wear
schedule
that.
to serve more customers.
And that one in the background that's underneath my shirt is Michelle Coburn's one.
Technology and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your
Okay.
business.
Gosh, that was quick. The quickest ads on earth, Ellie. Far out.
Trust us to make it happen. Visit
All right, what else we got here?
today and discover the true potential of your business. Station sponsor.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome back to my show. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You'll see me there. We're live across the world. I usually stream off about between 6 to 8 platforms, and tonight we're on 8 platforms tonight. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and post up your question. Now, if I've missed your question for the people that are still on there, please post that question again so I can see it, because sometimes this feed goes fast. Ellie can't see some of the validation. Sometimes I have to read them out and then I can't see what she's got as well. So it just depends on Facebook. This crazy Facebook. Okay, where are we up to? So hope you guys are well. Wondering if there are any messages for me this evening. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe Posidus. Yes, I want to talk about something too. I'm going to write this down because I just thought of something. Okay, so what do we get for Chloe? Hi, you guys. Hope you guys are well. Wondering if there are any messages for me this evening. Thank you. Right, what have we got here, Spirit? I get the number 13 around you, 4, and the month of April as well there, Chloe. I just feel like things have been a little bit haywire, up and down. I know it's been Christmas time, but a bit upside down. Now, I don't know why, but I heard twins. So who's the one with the twins, or what does that mean around you? What does twins mean? It's like the movie, I know. But what does the word twins mean? Your twin. What's that mean to you? Is it not the Twin Tower, I don't think, but I'll just write that down just in case. But I'm also getting 16 around you. I'm also getting pain in my left foot, like the top part of my foot, and my feet feel like they're numb feet. Does your legs swell up a little bit? Swelling, or whose legs like swelled up? Was that your mum or someone, an elder lady around you? I'm also seeing a young, I call her a young lady because she's saying to me I'm a young lady, but she's past old, if that makes sense. So she used to say that she was a young lady to everybody. She's having a joke with people, but she passed over as an elder lady. And I feel like this lady had like short wavy hair, like a bob, but not bob, like when they had it cut, like layered at the back a bit. Layered hair at the back hair. And I'm also seeing like lots of I don't even know what it's called, like bubbles or not blisters, but peeling skin, like soft paper skin, she's saying. Paper skin on the arm. And I'm also seeing right up, like, just you can just touch her, and she's saying, like, she's telling me that because I burnt myself on my arm here with the straightener. Gosh, that hurt. Can you just imagine? That really hurt. But she's saying to me that I didn't, like, she's worried about my hand. So I feel like this lady was either a nurse or someone that was like not a doctor, but just someone that was quite caring, She acted like anything. It's like putting band-aids on sores and stuff like that. That's what she put band-aids on everyone's sores and stuff like that. Band-aid queen, she said, with a sense of humor as well. I'm also getting like Ricky, the name Ricky or Richard. Richie, like rickets or rickets, maybe she was trying to say. I'm not sure. I'm just writing it down. But I'm also getting 19 around you as well. 1 and 9 is 10 in the month of October. So lots of times were changing around October last year, but I feel by this October coming, definitely completely shifting gears, okay? So very big shift, I should say. Very big shift. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Not yet?
No.
Okay. If you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Too hot for me. Glennis Lay says, too hot for me to handle. Hope you're okay. Oh, wow. Perth was 45 degrees today. That's crazy. Well, it was something like, what was it today, Ellie? 20 would have been half that.
I have
No idea. Yeah, well, I went out to grab my lunch today, and I'm 100%. It was hot in the car, but when you got out, it was a little bit nippy. So I feel like the weather's changing already. Jennifer Dixon, hi, beautiful Leslie, and my favorite sneezing assistant. Ellie goes, hi to all the gorgeous and amazing angels. Blessings and love to all. My sweet mama will have passed 2 years tomorrow. I just found not one but two of her Immaculate Mary medals only yesterday. And here I am literally just showing everybody. On my break, I literally just showed everybody on the break about the Immaculate Mary because I had a feeling to show everyone for protection. Here it is again. So the people that have just missed it, then here it is again. The Immaculate Mary is what I wear. One of my dear friends gave it to me. How cool is that? So there you go. See how spirit works like that? I love it. So I'll just show you this here. That's exactly how spirit works for me all the time. It'll make me say things and then it'll relate to someone just as I get to it. It's so bizarre. I love it when it does that. So there you go there, Jennifer Dixon. That's spirit talking to you, your mum talking to you, because otherwise it would not have come about, because I don't talk about that as protection. I could have said it earlier when I was talking about all protection, but I just literally thought about it now. So how cool is that? Thank you, spirit. And yeah, that's really cool. That's what it does to me all the time. Like I'll be doing a private reading and then I'll get all this information to start, and then the client, they have no clue what I'm talking about. So I've got to kind of dig deep in the readings, which is fine. And I'll say, well, what about this and that because of this and that? And then all of a sudden they get it. They remove the psychic amnesia, I call it. And then not me, but them. And then it'll all start to link up at the end. And it's just amazing how it all links up. So there you go. There's another link there from your mum. Oh, okay. Okay, Rose Tinsley, hi from Queensland, Australia. Hi. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I always say this. I love knowing who I'm helping around the world. So, yes. It's 1 here. Oh, so Alicia says it's 1 here, but feels like a -5 with the wind chill. Send some heat this way. Oh, my God. I just could not imagine that. That would just be horrendous. Those poor people that are in the homeless. As I watch some of the homeless things, I just say, oh, this is horrendous, this world. Oh, Jennifer Dixon, she says, oh, thank you. She said, tears are rolling down my cheeks. There you go, lovey. 100% that's mum, because I could have said this earlier. I don't know if you're on the show a lot earlier, but if you go back after the show and then replay it back, you can watch any of my shows, all of my shows, 481 of them. Any shows that I've done a reading, you can go back and watch any of them. And I download them all as well. I keep everything. But yeah, tears rolling down her face. That's really sweet. It's really cool how your mum's just done that. Just made me show my Immaculate Mary on the screen. And I said, Ellie, you've got to take a photo of it in the break so I can show it to people for protection. And it came from one of my dear friends. So what else have we got? Bev Ridley, she says she wears a St. Christopher medal. I haven't seen that one. Send us a photo, Bev, if you can. Yes. So when you put, Andy Dan says for the people in Perth, that's 45 degrees over there. Stay hydrated, cold towels, soak feet, 45. Wow. Yeah, so when you want to cool people down, you don't put it on the back of the neck, you put it on the front of the neck. So it cools them down a lot quicker. That's when I used to teach anatomy and physiology. We used to lecture first aid as well, which is pretty cool. Sorry, I can't comment on the reply messages as it's completely white. Okay, she's got a white screen there. I'm just going back. Michelle Coburn, they're having a conversation. Okay, so Rose Charles, hi Leslie and Ellie. Hope everyone is well. May I please have a reading on my career? Thank you. Okay, Rose, what do we get from Spirit? Just writing your name down. Okay, well, I get the anxiety around you. I do feel that you're on the right path this year to some good, opportunities. And I'm getting June to July. Okay. And it's like you've got everything in your hand at the moment. Even if you're not working, things are going to work out perfectly fine for you, because I feel like there's just so many opportunities coming up. It's like you just put all the gold in your hand. Does that make sense? The money's definitely coming, lovey, and I feel like it's going to be the end of February for the money, the job. Okay, it's going to be really quite good. I know you're probably in a job right now or transitioning, because I can see, it just shows me this wall. I see you here working, and I see the brick wall, and I see nothing here, but then I see a jump. Okay, so it's really quite bizarre. And then I'm also getting the August around you as well. So lots of changes. You're going to have a really, really busy year. Really busy year. August busy. And is there a wedding or some function coming up in like August, September? Is there someone getting married or some function, like a milestone or something like that? Milestone or a function / a wedding announcement, something like that. Or who's the person with the baby boy? I just saw baby boy, and I just saw the balloons, the boy balloons. Spirit always shows me the baby boys. It's quite bizarre. It was really weird because one of my work colleagues, he said one day, "Oh, my wife's feeling sick today. I'm going to stay home." I said, "All right." And then next day comes in, I said, "I think she's pregnant." "No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not." I said, "All right, okay." So I didn't say anything else. And then I slipped one day. He hadn't told everybody that she was pregnant, and I knew she was pregnant. And it slipped one day, and I said, "Oh, when you have your boy." And he said, "What?" I said, "When you have your baby boy." And I slipped. And guess what he's having? He's having a baby boy, just bought a house, and he's also and I said, "You're going to be moving into the house in a rush, because this baby is going to be ready to rise to the, to see you all and come out to the world." And sure as ever, he's just bought a house, and he's got 4 weeks to settle. He's going to be right on this baby. And I said, "My God, I'd like to run on a fine string." How cool is that? And yes, my mum always wore St. Christopher. Natalie Sherwin, thank you. I want to see what this St. Christopher is. That's what I want to see. Okay. What else have we got here? Any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Okay, Alicia. We have a guy here that goes around the city finding the homeless and puts them up in hotels or get them heating supplies. A real life angel like you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's beautiful. I watched a couple of videos on socials a couple of weeks ago, and it was with a guy that he has kind of like a bucket. And he says to some people, he gives them the bucket, and he says, "Oh, can you help me collect money?" or something like that. But on the outside of the bucket, where he gives it to them on the front, they can't see any money. But on the back side of the bucket, it's got money. It's got like $1,000 or something there. And he gives it to the first person. As soon as they take the bucket to help him, get money, he gives them the whole bucket, and it's got money, the whole lot of it. So where are we up to here? Yeah, Geraldine, if you're going to keep on putting all those posts up there, lovey, and I've already read for you several times. You've just smashed me with all those. I just noticed them all. 2, 4, 6 times you've just hit me with 7, 8, 9. Stop trolling me, lovey. I've actually read for you. So if you guys don't have the decency to stay on when I read for you, then I can't help you. Don't troll me on my shows. Sandra Angelsea. Good evening, Leslie and Ellie. I've had a rough start to the year with my health, but on the mend. Are there new work opportunities coming to me sooner rather than later? Please and thank you. So Sandra, when you say things like you have a rough start to the year, we've got to stop saying any of that from this point forward, because you're just encouraging the universe to deliver more rough starts for you, or continue the rough start for you. Okay, it's only 20 days in. You've got plenty of time to go, lovey. So lots of changes for mindset here. And you probably need to go watch the Secret Full movie as well. I might even do that tonight. I might even fall asleep to it because it's pretty cool. It's a documentary on all the laws of attraction. So whatever you say, you put out to the universe, you're going to get. Okay, so Sandra Angelsley, sorry, I can't say your name. But what do I get for you? So work opportunities. Are there new work opportunities coming? Yes. To me sooner rather than later? Yes. See, you already put that doubt of later in there as well. Okay, so that little tiny 1% of doubt of later for the work opportunity. So definitely you need to go watch the Secret Full movie because it's going to change your mindset. You need to change your mindset, lovey. You can't keep saying all these things and then expecting a different outcome. You need to actually feel what you're saying. So I'll leave it there because you need to go over and watch the Secret Full movie, the documentary. Now, we just got a huge validation I just noticed come up from Chloe. That is the world's biggest, look, I don't know, validation. I haven't read it. Is it? It's a good one, I hope. So, yeah, let's see.
Yeah, so Chloe said, thanks for your words, Leslie. April is my second year anniversary as a paramedic. So maybe that's the significance of April for me.
Special time, yeah, there you go. I'm going to go through my notes as I
posted more.
Oh wow. I'm just going to post up the stuff that I see for her. Okay, keep going.
She said oh god.
What happened?
I'm reading the wrong one. I think the twins reference might have been about my neighbour. I live in a granny flat behind my neighbours who have toddler twins. They're so sweet and a lovely family to live near. Last week, my friend and I went to the beach and somehow got sunburned. So sunburned that we were peeling significantly. My friend's feet got sunburned so sunburned that they swelled.
Numb feet.
She couldn't put shoes on it all or walk. We've learned our lesson from that though.
Wow.
My friend from high school passed away at 17 from cancer, but always said she was an old lady trapped in a young person's body and was an odd soul, which I think resonates with what you said. She had a rare type of soft tissue cancer which started in her arm and often caused arm pain, like you mentioned. She also had a wavy bob. She was a beautiful person inside and out. Let me take a breath. She said, you were correct about the recent chaos. As you mentioned, October was the worst month for me. I had a run of very traumatic jobs at work. I then went overseas, which was incredible, but since I've come back, things are still a bit unsettled. It's been very up and down since, but like you mentioned, I'm also manifesting that things are so much more settled by next October. Hopefully I can figure out what I want to do about work and everything else. Thanks again for the message. Then she also said, for the validation.
But wait, there's more. I like this one.
I won't mention the name again, but due to confidentiality, the male you named before, the male
Ricky, Richard, Richie, yeah.
Before that starts with is connected to work. I think there's been a male stalking our ambulance station and threatening some of us, and his name is the name you said. This has definitely created some anxiety for me, so I'm not surprised.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yes, I think we should be doing something about that. I think this bloke's got a mental health issue, clearly, because he's stalking, he's been a ratbag. But definitely that name is starting to fire up in my head again now, okay? So, Ricky, Richard. So, yes, 100% lovely. We need to protect ourselves from all the weirdos that are out there. I mean, even though we don't like to say that, but there are weirdos out there, okay? I remember that happening to me when I was young. I was in a company. And I worked in a company, and sure as ever, they didn't do anything about it. And I was terrified. I was only 18, and I was terrified of this man. And he stalked me so bad. And we had a private phone number because it was the old, touch dial phone number at home, and it was attached to the wall. And I entered the phone one day, and it was him laughing on the end of the phone. And it was like, one of the Chucky clowns laughing, and it was just the most horrendous thing, and I'll never forget it. And I used to have nightmares all the time for years after. So, and I never went back there and worked there. So back over to you there, Miss Ellie.
So there's one from Rose Childs. She said, thank you so much. Yes, I'm currently in a job, but it's not my dream job. However, I can feel it's around the corner. I will validate the other stuff when it comes through. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. Happy New Year all.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, cool. I get a lot of people after the show because some people go back and watch what I've said and things like that. But They come on and they send me messages after the show and saying, "You remember when you said this?" And I say, "Well, no, I can't remember everything because I'm in flight with spirit." But yeah, and they come back and they tell me that you said this and you said that, it was correct. And I go, "Oh, thank you for that. It's awesome." So even though I get the validations on here, I still get them on the messenger as well, which is really nice. Some people just can't write everything so quickly sometimes. Chloe, she said, yeah, our management team and police are working together to look after us. And yes, mental health plays a big role with this individual. He is known to us. See, it's kind of, no, it doesn't matter. We love the essay, Chloe, 100%. That's just you paying gratitude to me, giving you a free reading. You've given me like that payback. Do you know what I mean? That's what we want here, because I'm putting my neck on the line and doing everything and sharing my gift with the world, and yet some people just take it and run and they don't give a validation. That's what gets under my skin. But the man that you're dealing with, I don't feel like he's like, as much as you want to put it down to mental health, this bloke has grown up with issues in his head, and I don't feel like he's from childhood something's not right there. Okay, so, and it's like he's psycho. He's not. I don't feel like he's that scary, but he could be. Does that make sense? So 100% you need to. And isn't it funny how Spirit's making me pick up on this man, or even the name? Come on, like out of all the names in the world, how on earth would Spirit give me that name unless it was significantly, and I'm saying significantly important? Okay, so you've got to take this on board, and don't go to the police and tell them that the psychic said this and blah, 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 because they probably laugh at you. Some of them are skeptics, but you need to just make sure that you all leave at, the same time, or you all, got cameras, you check the cameras before you leave and stuff like that. You need to just protect yourself until this man has his himself sorted out with the police, or they start doing their job properly. That's what I'm trying to say as well, because they just flob things off and then people, get away with murder. And I'm not saying he's going to murder anyone. Jeez. Jim Tim, my uncle passed away days ago before Christmas. Would love a message, please. It's nice seeing you on live, miss it so much. Yeah, oh geez, Nicole. Yeah. Oh, good. Let's go over the page. Okay, what do we get here? Oh. So I've read for Sandra and I didn't write anything down. Look, this is what happens sometimes. Look, that's Sandra. Nothing in there. Never mind. I'm going to put a line through that, and I'm going to go Jim Tim, which is Nicole Sten, because I remember your name from a long time ago. So what do we get here for Nicole? For your uncle. I do feel a bit itchy around you. Have you had something with the skin, or your skin, or what's with that? New washing soda or powder or something? Washing up stuff. So I just get itchy. I just feel like my skin's really itchy on my torso area, and that's I feel like it's allergy. I'm also got pain on the head again. It was gone. I forgot about it, and now it's back again. I don't know if it's me or people from here. Sometimes I have to check in. But I'm also getting like lower abdominal pain around, it's either you or your uncle. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is just a sorrow from you, and like the pain from the heart is in the stomach as well. Does that make sense? The sorrow. I'm getting more pain in the stomach here now. And this is on the right side. I do feel like there was either, I don't know, maybe appendix or what do they call on that side? A gallbladder. It seems to be too low the pain seems to be too low for gallbladder, too high for ovaries, but it's right near that side of the appendix. So I'm not sure what's happened there, but it could be tumor. But the pain is gone. So when Spirit gives me the pain, sometimes, guys, it can be absolutely horrendous pain. Like I've got to, just find who it is. Like when I walked in here and it was Ellie's knee that day. And then also if it's just a small pain, it's kind of like they just keep flicking me, like they'll just keep flicking like the ovary or the liver, or they'll keep flicking me in the kidney, or they'll keep flicking me like, in the heart. You know, I get flutters of the heart if I'm having a heart attack, but I do feel like something wasn't right around the heart with him as well. Okay, and this man had his heart in his sleeve. He's saying, thank you for everything that you did. Thank you for you know, being the niece that you were, you know, like everybody. He was one of the people that people used to look up to, I feel. He's just shown me now this is going to sound really bizarre, but I can see him looking down at you and another person, looks like another young girl, but with angel wings. Did he used to look? My chair's just gone down after the whole night. Chair down. My chair's just dropped down a bit. I don't know if you saw that, but and I got my hands up. And I just feel like he was looking down. He's looking down on his angels. Does that make sense? Like I just saw you with a little white dress when you were younger, when you were a little girl, and you had like the wings, you know what I mean? Like the angel wings on the back. How sweet is that? It's like this, looking down. And little girl. This is the worst stick figures ever. I can't draw to save my life. No laughing, Ollie, okay? Right? Right. I'm saying he's looking down. That's not his nose. That's his eyes. That's his mouth. And that's his arm. That's his legs. And this is the little girl with the angel wings. That's the worst stick figures I've ever done in my life, I think. I'm a terrible drawer. I just have to stick to doing psychic mediumship.
Improve every time.
No, you reckon?
It doesn't look like broccoli in a skirt.
That time. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was funny. Oh, I'm gonna have to find that book that I drew. I had to draw this thing once, and I had to draw a girl. I tried to draw a girl with curly hair, yeah, and she had like a little blouse on. I don't know who I was reading for at the time, and I drew the skirt, but everyone kept saying on the live that it looked like a piece of broccoli with a skirt on. It was so funny, and we were just cracking up laughing in here. But yeah, thanks for that. I love it. So
You get better every time.
well, looks like I'm getting worse because it looks like, I don't know, it just looks like two sticks. Looks like a praying mantis. That's what it looks like, two of them. Okay, I constantly have flushes of my beautiful family members who have passed. They always appear and make me so happy. I want to put it out to all angels in the universe that I'm so happy, that I feel so loved and cared for. Thank you for sharing your beautiful gift with us. I'm forever grateful. Jennifer Dixon, that's beautiful. So when I don't know much about dreams, etc., blah blah blah. All I know is that when your past loved ones come and visit you in your dreams, then they are visiting you. They're actually like saying hi. They're showing you that they're around you all the time. So it's very beautiful to receive that. It's very beautiful to see that as well, you know. So it's really cool. I love it. And that's why I think I don't think I'll ever not be interested in this spiritual world. It always fascinates me because every time I do a reading, it's always something weird comes up or something links to something else, or like the Immaculate Mary. I said that as soon as that lady came on before, you know, for her mum that used to wear them. So it's pretty cool. What's wrong, Ellie?
No.
Yeah? You're looking a bit strange there. What are you doing? Did you see a ghost? Did you see spirit?
No.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay, what else have we got here? Oh, okay, yes. So we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5. Wendy Merce Martin, she says, my broccoli drawing was so cool. It was supposed to be a woman, not a broccoli. Oh, how funny.
Are you seeking optimal gut health? Look no further. The Centre for Gastrointestinal Health is your trusted partner.
Margaret Bennett, yes, I do have my my unicorn. He's still inside the house. Can you believe it? I didn't want to put my unicorn back outside because I didn't want to lose him over the fence because of the weird weather. I thought I'm not dealing with this. How funny.
Where your gut health is our priority. Station sponsor.
Right now, you're here to hear what's coming.
What else have we got here?
But have you thought about how you can be here to hear when a mate colleague or loved one.
Yeah, see, some of my followers remember
Ask, are you okay?
remember the
And let the people you care about
the broccoli
know
in the
you're okay.
skirt. That was
To
very
really
funny,
hear
actually.
that, because
I
if
posted on my
conversation
Facebook, didn't I,
can
ages
change
ago.
your life,
So Ellie's going to see if she can find the photo, just so the other people know what I had.
Watching online movies, sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your favorite radio.
Ellie will
or
find it.
Introducing Ripple Networks, Australia's newest broadband internet provider, providing internet services to homes and businesses across Australia. Sign up today to get a 6-month discounted internet plan.
Of your bogan
No
Barbie.
lock-in contracts. To activate internet in all
Did you
of
just
your
see that?
business, Go to ripplenetworks.com.au.
Yeah.
Station sponsor. HR Images is a team of professionally trained photographers.
That's my party. My last party, we did a letter B party, so I dressed up as a bogan Barbie.
Those rare moments. We offer a personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits. Visit hrimages.com.au. Mention this ad to receive a complimentary 12 by 18 inch enlargement. HR Images brings you a bundle of joyful memories for you to cherish for your next event. Station sponsor.
Hey Gary, what time you call this? Yeah, traffic is really bad. Oh, there's Steve. G'day, Steve. Morning. How's your weekend?
Nearly there.
Same old, same old. What'd you get up to? Not much. Are you okay, mate?
Oh, Margaret Bennett found it.
Is something we all need to do. So if
I
you're
wonder if
struggling,
Margaret,
ask,
post it
are
up
you
on
okay?
Messenger if you
Encourage
can.
action.
I'll pick it
We'll
up.
check in again soon. Those 4 steps could change their life. Find out more at areyouok.org.au.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. We're still trying to find, or Ellie's still trying to find my drawing of a lady that I was trying to describe many moons ago, and she's found it. And I can't stop laughing because I remember now because it wasn't it flowers? I was trying to draw flowers. Yeah, I remember now. I was trying to draw flowers, but everybody said it looked like a broccoli with a skirt. And there's her head there, like the eyes. It's supposed to be flowers. Oh my God, how funny. Thank you, Ellie.
I'm saving that.
Uh-huh.
I'm saving it.
You're saving it, yeah. How funny. So yeah, I'm just kind of a bit off my game at the moment because I think that was probably the funniest thing I've ever drawn. I can't draw anything to save my life. I might even have to put up this stick figure up here. Ellie, do you want to take a photo of that? How funny. Yes, everybody here on the live were laughing. For the listeners, you can't see what we do in the breaks, but we were just having a giggle about it. And yeah, some of my longtime followers still remember, like Michelle Coburn. She goes, "That was Tracy Gibson that said about the broccoli, Lesley. It was so funny." Yes, I do remember everybody laughing at my expense, which is fine. I'm happy about that. And I'm the first to admit that I cannot draw to save my life. Your drawing looked like a girl, but well-groomed, yes. But it was supposed to be a bunch of flowers. I remember now. That's right. Tell everybody you can draw Elmo. That's exactly right. I can draw Elmo. That's exactly what I can draw. Nothing else, though. Stick figures, even, that's a little bit hard for me. Clearly, I should just stick to this kind of realm. But anyway, let's keep going. What else have we got here? What have we got there? Hang on. So they're still talking about this man that I picked up on before, this Richard one. We love essays. Yes, Ellie Gray says we love essays, Chloe. So don't stop the essays when you do the validations. Agreed. Their initial response. So people are talking about they need to pick their game up 100% with the police because you need to be safe in your job. Their initial response was that they can't do anything because nothing physical has happened. Isn't that wild? We can't afford to wait for things to get physical. 100%. Like, seriously. I don't know. It's such a, don't even start me with this law stuff, studying this stuff as well. It just does my head in. So validation there. You started talking about the medal while reading my message, thanking the angels. Yes, 100% there, lovey. There you go. That's so cool. That's your mum there, Jennifer Dixon. That was what we said earlier. It's so cool how I started to do that with half the time I just say what comes to mind. I don't even think about it. It just whatever comes to mind, and I just have to say it because I feel it's like this voice coming through me, if that makes sense. So Damien Snow, Ellie Grace, you ever seen a ghost? Have you ever seen a ghost? He says.
I ignore it.
You ignore it, but have you?
Yeah.
Have you? What, in your house or here? Both, yeah.
Ignore here.
Yeah, I know. I get that thing. Yeah.
No. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that.
I remember sitting on that side there and I saw something run across.
You were
staring out there, and I was thinking, what is that?
I was thinking,
yeah, it still freaks me out. Even though I'm a medium, I still get freaked out.
I see it. I choose to ignore it.
So in my office upstairs in my house, right, I've got an office downstairs and I've got one upstairs. And the one upstairs, I came in after radio one night and I went to put my bag down on my gear down on the office table, and sure as ever, my chair is never facing the door ever. I come in there and the chair is facing there, and I could feel a man sitting on the chair waiting for me to return home. And I just said to him, "You need to get out of my office now," because it was only me home. I said, "You need to get out. You need to leave me alone."
One of our cats is just like, she would just like stare off into space for about 15 minutes and nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there thinking, no, I'm not doing this today, and I will turn
That's like Schnitzel. Yep, that's exactly like Schnitzel. So and then he says, he goes, "You ever seen a ghost?" I have. Well, I thought it was one. Might have just been me after a long day at work. Don't know about that there, Damien, but I feel, we all see things, but we second guess ourselves. Let's put it that way. Okay. So, but we second guess ourselves. That's when if spirit's trying to show you a message and you are ignoring it. Like, I get a lot of people that come to do the private readings with me and they say, "Oh, I used to feel them around me, but now I don't feel them anymore." And I see them standing there going, "Oh my God, I've had enough. I've just given her flowers, different flowers, or something rock up, or a feather in the bed, for example, something unusual, birds chirping that are not normal minor birds or normal, your everyday birds outside, and it's just at that right time, or it's a kookaburra, which one night I did a kookaburra. I was reading for a lady at home, and there was a kookaburra doing his noise outside, and sure as ever I said, "Oh, there's a kookaburra," and she goes, "Oh my God, that's my father's favorite bird." I went, "Well, there you go. He's here because he just told me there's the kookaburra. He's making the kookaburra sing." So, but yes, spirit, and it'll go out of its way. Hi, Joe Undella. Thank you. It'll go out of its way, male or female, it doesn't matter. They will go out of their way to do something. So if you keep saying that you don't feel them around, or that you don't see anything, they'll throw up their hands and go, "Oh, why should I bother anymore? I've had enough of this." So yeah, you need to make sure that you acknowledge them. Just keep acknowledging them, and talk to them. They're clearly there, and they'll give you signs. Like we at the other station, before they renovated it, we had 3 mediums in there, me and 2 other ladies. And for some reason, I was doing the panel, and the other ones were doing the readings, and I was doing the readings at the same time as well. Anyway, I had this feeling over the panel, and I didn't know what was going on there, and I felt some energy around it, and I didn't want to say anything. I thought, "Oh, I better not say anything. I don't want to upset the station because we're only new there." Turns out that someone had passed over on top of the panel because he had a heart attack, and while he was waiting for his pizza, and the pizza guy was at the door, and sure as ever, the guy had a heart attack on the panel. So there you go. That was really bizarre, and every now and then the panel would play up, and it didn't matter how many times we would do the same sequence on the panel and get everything up and running before we started, it would go to dead air. It was just crazy how it would work. So yes, he was definitely giving us the what for, that's for sure, giving us a run around. Helen Wood says, love the broccoli. I love broccoli too. My broccoli and the cauliflower are the best. Overload of lots of love. Thank you, Joe Andella. Thank you. You're beautiful. Appreciate that. So Helen Wood from Adelaide. Thank you. So where else we got some people? So Natalie Sherwin, my youngest constantly talks to someone called Margaret. Turns out Margaret grew up in this house and then owned it and passed here. Yes, there you go. See what I mean? But the younger kids, they can see a lot of things, when they talk to the invisible person, blah, blah, blah. Well, sometimes I believe it's actually true because they are very vulnerable to the other side, you know. They haven't got all their guards up, all their shields up, so to speak. And Nicole Stan says, I agree. I always see them too. Margaret Bennett says, my cat does that too, Ellie. Looks at me. I sat, there's nothing there, as if, nothing there. If there is, please leave. Yes, 100%, Margaret. My cat, Snitzel, oh my God, she's so Suki Lala. She's always cuddling me, always. If I'm on the computer upstairs, office, she's lying on my arms. I'm literally got this cat lying on my arms the entire time, and they go numb, so I have to get it off me. But she's very spiritual as well. She'll just sit there looking at the wall or looking at the oven or something like that, and I'm saying, what are you doing, Snitzel? You know, like she's just looking at different things all the time. So Ellie Grace, I turn around and walk away when she does that. Whatever she sees, I don't want to find out what it is. Fair enough, Ellie. When Ellie started for me, I said, oh, you want to come and, you know, do the shows with me, Ellie? She said, on one condition. What was that? That's so cute. I haven't, have I? I've just, no, my body picked up on your knee and whatever else, your skin, because I had itchy skin one day. I said, oh my God, I can't stop scratching. And she puts her arms up and her arms got the allergy on it. Yeah, look. Yeah, there you go. Far out. So, but and then that's as far as I go because I know she doesn't like it, and I don't push my spirit to do that anyway. And see, you know what? I don't even like people reading me anymore. I used to like it when I wasn't doing this full time or when I wasn't professional.
I mean, I've had a few done.
It's not. It just doesn't feel right.
I've had some weird thing where they'll step in front of a mirror and will bring spirit there. I'm like,
no.
Didn't like that.
No.
Do that again.
Yeah, no. So when I used to train and do this stuff as well, when I used to get taught to this stuff, one of the teachers would say, "Oh, we're going to do trancing tonight," and I said, I'm not doing trancing tonight." Turns out I would have people sitting in front of me and I could describe their whole relative that looked identical to them, and they'd be sitting on the chair with their arms crossed, sitting up straight, and then I could see their legs swelling up and I could see the legs going down and then their heads going purple, blue and red and everything, and that's because they had high blood pressure. And I'm saying, mate, you've got to get yourself sorted out because your blood pressure's through the roof, you know. So my ex-girlfriend, mum, passed on from heart failure. I went to see her at her home a few months later. I could swear as I left the home, looked back, and I could see the silhouette of a female at the window. She looked so pale. Fair to say that was the last time I've ever visited. Fair enough. There's Damien Snow. 100% Lovey. They will show. You know, and it's just like this. Sometimes it can be like the ghosty ghost thing, and sometimes it just be spirit, and you can just feel them around you. I can't tell you how many times I've seen them sit on the end of people's beds. You know, like even my bed. Once I had in my home, my door was. I always sleep with my door closed. Doesn't matter if I'm home by myself or not. Anyway, I was woken up by up the stairs, is banging your feet coming up the stairs. I'm thinking, oh my God, who the hell is that? Because my daughter's not home. No one was living there and I was living there. And I'm thinking, my God, what is that? And my door opens up and these hands go on my bed and it says, wake up. And I thought I was just hallucinating. And I said, get out of my house. You're not welcome here. And then I've never seen it since. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And I put the blanket over my head that night. I definitely did not move. And sometimes I've had that feeling where I've been scared in my own home, but because you can feel the energy around, and this is a long time ago, of course, but not anymore because I just know how to handle them now. You need an artist on your live shows. I'm an artist. Yes, Nicole Stan. I clearly need lessons in more stick figure. But anyway, what have we got here? Natalie Sherman. I go to people's houses to help with their animals like nail clips, etc. Leaving a house recently, my youngest said to the lady, where is your daughter? And the lady started crying and said, my daughter left over 10 years ago. Ivy said she will be back soon. The daughter apparently made contact this Christmas. There you go, Natalie. It's beautiful. Very beautiful. So Michelle Coburn, Leslie, when one of our granddaughters was about 3, she used to talk to someone in the car. She told Beck that her and Nana were talking. That was my dear mum. There you go. How cool is that? It's very sweet. Usually the children are the ones that have the most vulnerability to the other side, because they're so pure. They're so how can we say it? They don't have an opinion. They can't think of an opinion yet because they're too young. So they're just very neutral. And that's what I mean by when I said earlier on the show here tonight, I said you can't, when you're an up and coming psychic medium, you definitely cannot have a thoughts of your opinion or your assumptions at all. You have to be neutral. And if you're in neutral gear, that's when you receive more messages, clearly, because you're not having an opinion, because spirit can't deliver things when you're changing it. It's like Chinese whispers. You start from one end of a person and you whisper in their ear, and then you get to the very end of the next of the 20 people or 40 people or whatever it is, and the whole message changes from the first person right through to the end person, because you're not delivering the message properly from the start. So no one listens properly. No one listens to what they. It's like today. I'll give you a perfect example. I rang up to the fish shop. I said, I want my salmon, and can you please have it ready so I can get there? The young kid had no clue what I was talking about. Clearly working there. I get there and there's no salmon ready. And I said to the ladies that know me, I said, oh, I'm here to pick up my salmon. They go, what salmon? I went, oh, here we go. So I had to wait another, 15 minutes for the salmon to cook. And but I'm just thinking, you've got one job to do and you can't listen because you're not listening. You're in another planet. You need to listen to people. And that's what happens with spirit. It's the same principles. If you're listening properly to spirit, then you receive all the messages properly. But when you're a child, and what they're saying here, kids are so open and unjudgmental. That's exactly right, Natalie Sherwin. They've got to be, when you're an up-and-coming medium or you're a psychic medium, you can't be judgmental. Like even myself, I can be really, really, I'm a bit of an OCD queen. I like everything to be perfect. So I like everything and everyone to be perfect around me. And I've got to pull back myself, because otherwise I can't put that pressure on other people. So I have to pull back myself, but I like everything in order. It has to be in order, because that's how my brain functions. If it's not in order, I feel unbalanced for some reason. So that's just me. My eldest son said exactly the same thing. Wow. There you go, Karen. Would love a message, please. Okay, but I think we're going to have to go. So any other validations there, Miss Ellie? But we'll be back on Sunday night from 8 till 10. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM, and we'll be back on Monday night as well from 8 till 10. And good evening, everyone. Good night, Tony, my MS friend, thinking about you. And poor Alan, my other friend who had an accident last Saturday night and had to have surgery today from a fall. He went for a slip and slide down the stairs with the garbage and done a backflip and a Barani and whatever else and cut his arm open. But all the best, Alan and Marie, for looking after him as well. Good night, guys. See you later. Cheers. People seem to listen to respond rather than to hear what's actually said. 100%, Natalie. I wish I had a 100% button that I could actually do that. Well, Ellie, turn it down.